This week, we're packing up to head to the racetrack. This is actually going to be my first experience drag racing or any kind of track day. I'll be showing you everything I'm packing up to take along with, tools and equipment, whatnot, and I'll also be showing you what I'm doing to get the truck ready for its first pass down the drag strip. Let's check it out. Getting the truck ready is actually going to be really easy. This thing is pretty well dialed in already, but obvious things, checking the fluids, checking the oil level, brake fluid level, power steering, no leaks, which is good. Transmission level, very important with the automatic. Now, a couple things. Needed to make sure I had a coolant tank overflow reservoir. That is this here. This is aftermarket that I installed. But one thing I am missing that we need to do real quick is something to hold down the battery. The stock mount bolt broke right off right there. So the battery is just sitting in here. I'm gonna have to strap that in. Other than that, we'll take the truck out on the road, make sure it's running good, shifting through the gears, we'll test the line lock. And then I wanna practice how I'm gonna make my run, whether I'm gonna shift it manually or just throw it in drive and hammer down. So that ought to work. Threw an old ratchet strap on there around the base, so it's solid now. We're out here on the road and I want to test a few things, one of which is if I want to just leave it in drive or if I actually want to shift first and second gear with this Turbo 400 transmission. And while we're at it, we'll do a functions check of our line lock that we just installed last week. So foot on the brake, activate the switch to lock the front brakes, and we'll burn out. So now I'll put it in drive. We'll see how it shifts on its own, getting on it real good. That didn't feel too bad. Let's go ahead and try out starting all the way in the basement, first gear, let it rip. I don't know, that felt equally as fast. I don't know if you heard that, but it almost seems like it's shifting right to third gear when we're in drive. So I think manual shift is the way to go. First gear, do my own shifting. That's the way to go. Righto. I suppose I could check the tire pressure right now before we head out, but I ain't worried about it since we're not driving it up there. And I'm gonna be checking it anyway on the track before we make any kind of passes. So now that we went over everything with the truck, actually coolant, I need to check the coolant, but fluids, you get it. That is everything with the truck. It's ready to go, to get loaded up, head to the strip, on to the next thing with the packing list, and that is safety equipment. Safety items. Fire extinguisher, putting out fires, potential fires, got a helmet. Now, in reality, the truck is probably going to run slow enough where I'm not even going to be required to wear a helmet, but the fact that it's a bench seat, there's no headrest, it's just glass behind your head, that would suck. More important than that though, the helmet makes a great spot to mount a camera. Other safety items, seat belts, brakes, that's about it. Next, let's go over tools and equipment. I got everything laid out here that I'm packing up to go with. This could vary a lot depending on the motorsport you're doing, how long the event is, what kind of condition your rig's in. Like this kit is totally different than what I'd be packing up in my Jeep to go off-roading. But considering it's my first track day and first time drag racing, this is what I chose. You guys that have been doing it a while, let me know what you take and let me know what might be unnecessary out of this pile here. Starting with a lightweight jack and 2 jack stands for switching out our tire setup. Then we got an under hood light and then another small magnetic light here. And we got some power tools, big impacts, right angle impact, electric ratchet, and a pair of gloves and a bag to put everything in. First toolbox here has a lot of diagnostic equipment in it. We got a multimeter, test light, fuel pressure gauge, air pressure gauge, zip ties, and it's also my wiring kit. We got some wire, electrical tape, fuses, butt connectors, crimps, lighter. On the bottom, got some extra fuel filters, hose clamps, and some rubber fuel line. And then gasket maker, JB Weld, Loctite. This here, just a basic socket set, and then in the other toolbox, got more hand tools, lug nut sockets, wrenches, pliers, hammer, pry bar, rags, things of that sort. Then the crate of fluids, just the basics: coolant, transmission fluid, 2 quarts of oil, and some brake fluid. And got a can of WD-40 in there too. Bringing along my jump pack. This pretty much lives in my Suburban anyway, but I figured I'd just throw it in the kit. And then my mobile air compressor runs off battery power. This is great for off-roading too, for when you air down. And since we're gonna be airing down at the drag strip, or at least messing with it, we have a way to fill the tires back up. I am bringing a couple other things that aren't really tool related, like a pop-up canopy, chairs, cooler, radio, fan, stuff, creature comfort stuff. What up, dog? That's not my dog. Anyway, this to me is more of a basic kit, not a lot of spare parts. If something breaks at the track and it's relatively simple that I can fix with these couple tools, I'll go ahead and take care of it right then and there. But if we have major issues and something big breaks, not even gonna bother, just gonna load it up on the trailer and bring it back here to the shop. Which leads me to our last thing. Let's go check out the tow rig. For the tow rig, we got a pretty basic setup. It's a 18-foot car trailer. It's got removable fenders, slide out ramps, and then I took the jack stands from the kit actually, throw underneath the back to stabilize it while we load. Now hauling it is my 79 Suburban K20. It's my tow rig. It's got airbags, 400 small block. It's ready to go. All we got left to do is load up the truck, strap it down. We're heading to the track. Might scrape a little. We're there. All right, Suburban's packed up, airbags inflated, got the truck strapped down. We're ready to head to the track. Next week's video is gonna be the actual track day. We're gonna be baselining the truck. If you're not familiar with the build, it's got a Cam 350 small block with just some bolt-ons, intake, headers, stuff like that. The kicker is it's got a 3-speed turbo 400, open rears, and 273 rear gear set, which is ridiculously tall. It's not that fast. So that's why we're baselining it. Then I have a bunch of performance mods we're gonna throw at this thing, take it back to the track, see what kind of improvements we get, and the build continues. As always, we got Suburban videos coming out, and we're also working on a 77 CJ7 V8 Jeep in there. That is gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Wish me luck at my first track day. Let me know what you guys take and how my kit's looking. But if you need a square body shirt, check out jeepandjimmy.com. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.